Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here to do a general Libra reading. So whatever needs to come out we'll address it. So let's see what we have. General themes maybe coming in. I know it's a general reading, but maybe we have some common themes coming up here. What do we have, Libra? Let's see. Dog. So there's something here about loyalty and determination. Loyalty, determination. Some of you may connect with a white dog or yellow roses. Oh, the scales. Well, some of you may connect with Libra scales or scales in general. This is justice, documents. Could be about finding balance, alignment. You have an envelope, so somebody could be getting some sort of message, or something could just be developing, unfolding. Let's see what else we have. One more card for Libra. And we will use a lot of Oracle and Tarot cards. They're in the description box. The disclaimer is too, you have free will, final say. You know best. Rabbit. Oh, Rabbit keeps showing up. Literally, Rabbit showed up, I think 2 readings ago, in the backyard when I was recording. So it came into our reading. We were blessed. But this is, and then it came in last reading too. I think it was for Aries, maybe the sign of Aries, because I pulled zodiac signs for each one. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Rabbit, pregnancy fears, fertility. There's a fear of maybe letting something go, or someone's afraid to let you go, but we'll see here. I like to keep it kind of general. I'll touch upon things like love and whatnot, but I don't like to just live there. Okay. All right. Anything else? One more card here. We have chop wood. So like doing the work. Chop wood. You may also be telling someone to leave you alone. Get out. Go chop wood. So you're cleaning house, right? Cleaning up the auric field, maybe. Okay, let's get into tarot. These are larger cards. We'll use these, and then maybe we'll use the This Might Hurt Tarot to clarify. Messages for your greatest, highest good. Thank you, all of my members. I appreciate you so much. And those of you who give back in other ways, thank you. And I am trying to do live readings now and then. So you may want to have your notification bell on. Make sure you're subscribed. I've heard that some people have been unsubscribed to various channels that they subscribe to. It's a glitch in the system, I think. So make sure you're resubscribed. And I appreciate those of you who keep resubscribing. All right, the Lovers, more white dog. Okay, so light colored dog. It doesn't have to be white, but that's coming in. Music could be bringing people together at this time. This is about alignment. These are like, soulmate connections, bonds. There's a lot of adoration here, as you can see. Even the dog wants in on that level of love. So Gemini energy here. Interesting. You have the Gemini, the Libra scales, the Lovers. It's a lot of air energy. Okay, so there's big communication actually in some form here. Let me move these cards up so you can see things better. Let's see, a little better there, I think. Okay. A lot of air energy coming in. There's an emphasis on like how things are said too, like intonation, and I'm even getting this like proofreading or something. Maybe you're creating a draft or you're proofreading something. Yeah. 2 cards coming out now. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So this is about a bright spark possibly of some kind, and there's also like taking stock. So there's nothing more exciting, yet nothing more scary than sort of a blank canvas. Well, I mean, there are scarier things, but expression of speech. Okay, figure of speech. So there's a lot of freedom in that, but then at the same time, there can be some anxiety when we start new things. So there could be something here where like, you get a message and it's like good news, but it almost makes you a little nervous. It's like fear of success for some, okay? And that's a normal feeling, because change is change, right? And it can create fear and anxiety. And we have, yep, considering some sort of choice here. This could involve your finances. And we have another dog. So there's a lot of dog energy here. Think loyalty, companionship. So you may be questioning relationships. You could be finding out who your real friends are. This can certainly be your actual fur baby coming in, or someone who crossed over even too in spirit. But this is faithfulness. So this is about being alert, okay, and protecting your endeavors that are close to you, okay. I actually did have this message come in right before this reading of, if someone's trying to copy you or copy your work, let them. You know why? Because they can't copy you. They're not you. It's not their energy. You're you, they're them. They're going to put their spin on things or whatever. Someone could be trying to, just, yeah, I almost get like someone kind of trying to take your ideas or steal your focus away from your ideas so that they can just distract you in some way. So I don't know what their motivation would be, but um, oh, trying to shuffle these animal cards, and there's one on the table that wants to come out. You have reindeer. So circulation, third eye chakra. Life is a continuous cycle of endings and new beginnings. Yes. Okay, so honor your natural rhythms instead of struggling against the flow. That's what this is. This is like overthinking the new start. Okay, this is a reindeer has to do with circulation. That's your intuition, third eye chakra. Another name for reindeer is caribou. So, but this is also something about someone walking the walk and talking the talk. Maybe you or someone around you has been really, you know, saying they're going to do something, and then now the opportunity is actually here, and there could just be a little bit of like, let me stop and think about this. There could, because like I said, changes change, and sometimes we feel excitement and anxiety in our bodies as the same. Whether it's happy or scary, sometimes our body interprets it as the same because it's just overall like unsettling. Either you're anticipating something and it could be happy, or you could be anticipating something that's not, but it kind of feels the same in the body sometimes, like a restlessness. So coming to the edge, taking that leap here. Okay, 36 is a 9. So 3 and 6 is 9. So this is, this card tells me about, again, things ending. Okay. Again, the cycle of endings and beginnings. And you keep getting this in readings, Libra, not just even on my channel, I don't think, because I see a lot of other titles out there. And it's like, I feel like a lot of us are kind of picking up on similar energy here. And let me just get, I feel like right away I need to get like a message of hope here. Let me get that here. Let's do an Archangel Michael card before we get more tarot cards. The decks I use are in the description box. You know best. Remember that in these readings. You know best. You know your story best. Let's see what else. So some of you are getting a message. We'll clarify each area. So someone new is coming in. Oh, okay. And 28's been showing up a lot. Not necessarily in these readings, but I've been noticing the energy of 28. Okay. So as an angel number, well, as a number, 2 and 8 is 10, and then that comes down to a 1. So again, that's that new beginning. But I do have some books, some resources on angel numbers, and 28 actually has to do with making what you have be enough. All right. So it has to do with whatever you've been asking for or want. Um, your angels are asking you to express gratitude for what you have. Create a list, maybe, or just say it out loud. I am grateful for, and just include whatever you can think of. It could be anything. I'm grateful for fresh air. I'm grateful for food. I'm grateful for water. I'm grateful for my cat, etc. I'm grateful that I have electricity. Lots of things. Because nothing's free, right? So it is. Let's being grateful for what we have, but there's an important new relationship on the horizon here. It's in the works. Some of you may already feel this, but I'm certainly getting a lot of Libran energy. I know it's a Libra reading, but I'm getting a lot of. And it could be any placement of Libra, by the way. Doesn't have to just be your sun sign, but this is about you know, that balance and harmony, but it's beyond that. It's about like your own emotions, and this could be a very turbulent time. I've talked about it before. It could be kind of a tough time, you know, that you're going through, and it's important to be clear in your communication with yourself and the universe and others, and know that there's something in the works here coming in that's good. I feel as though a lot of you feel it, but I get a fear of like, can this really be happening? Is this really true? Almost like you're afraid to be deceived or something like that. Okay, but we'll certainly clarify. Let's get some more cards here. I want to clarify with the this will hurt. Let's see it. Loyalty and determination. What does this have to do? This might hurt. Tarot is what this is called. Let's see. Coming to the end of something. So closing something out up and bringing in this new start. Let's see. So there is this, yeah, these two doves here. I just heard something about someone like tattletaling. So I don't know if something was just reported or if you're tempted to report or something, but you don't want to be a tattletale or something like that. But there is something coming in. Um, there could be just somebody wanting to address something with you, like as they say, an elephant in the room, or having to, like, there's no way to avoid a certain conversation. Like this conversation has to happen. You have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so the Six of Swords, it is about moving on, you know, out of sort of this turbulent time. You'll notice the water pretty turbulent here, but it's so you can have, you're moving towards your Ten of Cups, that ultimate fulfillment, um, everything you love. You know, it's the Ten of Cups, you know, with the rainbow, and it's like things are going to be so great you won't even be able to believe it at times, but it's not like you haven't had to go through all the other cups, you know. I mean, there's like Four of Cups, fives, you know, all the cups, and think about the whole story of the cups, about the loss, the regret, the you know, wishful thinking with the Seven of Cups, walking away with the eight, you know, and then you have some contentment coming in with the nine. And once you get to that 10, that is fulfillment. That is, your dreams are coming true. It could definitely have to do with a relationship, but again, for a lot of us, it's not necessarily our relationship with a romantic person or whatever. It could be completing our family, adopting a pet. It could be how we view ourselves. It could be our relationship with God or whoever, what other spirit, whatever other spiritual deities that you believe in. But there's a big emphasis, even though this is Ten of Cups, on communication. Like, it's not going to happen without communication. You're getting the number two in this reading. You have two with the Lovers. You have two with the Scales. You have two with the Doves here. You have a couple of twos, you know, and then you even have two on this chop wood card with number 42 there. So, and then the Scales, you know, two. So it's, there's something, you know, when it comes to the twos, that can have to do, yeah, with the duality, you know, think like Two of Pentacles, having to make a decision, Two of Swords, having to make a decision, Two of Cups, you know, putting together things you love. Just think of all the twos in the in the tarot. And yes. So the Two of Wands, though, is like getting ready to go outside of that comfort zone. And I feel as though there is some hesitation, possibly, but there is some sort of conversation that needs to happen. This conversation needs to take place in order for things to be either cleared up or you to move on. And it's about, yeah, expressing yourself and knowing that it's okay to do that at this time. Let me get a, um, I want to get, I just heard something about like how to elevate the conversation. Let me see here. How do we elevate the conversation and keep it kind of, as I say, high vibe, you know, or as others say too? How do we keep that? Well, this conversation is important communication. Any advice on that? We're using a guardian angel tarot deck or oracle deck. Life force. So again, something with your intentions, making sure they're clear. This message has been coming through for weeks now, Libra. So this is your intentions and actions being intricately woven into the tapestry of your existence. It influences your energy of the world around you, okay? It becomes your world. Your intentions become your truth, okay? It's like you know, as I say, I think in every reading, what you think about, you bring about, right? So we need to make sure that we're expressing ourselves, even to ourselves, in the highest way, in the highest form possible. You know, no negative self talk. It's not allowed anymore, right? So this is allowing your soul to guide you, though, and align your intentions with your true essence. As they say, thoughts become things, right? And that's what I mean by what you think about, you bring about, because you know, we can affect our reality. And I know I think most of you believe that you can have an impact on your own reality, because I don't think you'd really be in here if you weren't a spiritual being. And to be spiritual, you know, you have this belief in yourself and of a higher power generally. And you know, I look at tarot as a spiritual art form. um, so I feel as though you need to be believing in yourself. Sometimes it's hard how to get there, though. Let's see. We have you may find yourself inspired to look up at the clouds overhead. There it is, an angel in all its glory watching over you. So this is, again, it's about looking for those signs and trusting your intuition. And I was saying, I'm getting the number 2 a lot for you, Libra. And it's like accepting that this and that can both be true. You can be happy, you can be tired, you can be sad, you can be angry, happy, all at the same time. You know, we're just complicated beings in a way when it comes to emotions, right? That's where it gets complicated. Also, I feel like thinking kind of gets me in the way. I'm much better when I go with my intuition. So the message here is go with your intuition, particularly because 2 in the major arcana is that high priestess. I want to see what else we have. I'm getting Beverly. Beverly. Okay, that's as somebody's, could be, whenever I say names, it could be your name, it could be a location, it could be you know, a pet in spirit or another loved one in spirit. I'm getting mom energy with this here. You have owl. So there could be, for some of you, this isn't going to be good news necessarily. We can't always get good news. Without dark, we don't appreciate the light. That's just how it is. And that's, again, that duality and the complexity of life, and how you know, just taking it all in, so you can also you know, like, do what you need to do with it. We're going to have relationships with all the energy around us, and like, what kind of relationship do you want to have with the energy around you, and what kind of you know, what energy do you want to be sending out? I got a little sidetracked there in that message, and I'm actually trying to figure out why. There's almost something like there's like something not being talked about. Okay, so there's a warning here to proceed with caution, because I'm going to say I feel as though something is being hidden almost in plain sight. Because remember, we had that elephant coming into my intuition at the beginning of the reading, like talking about that elephant in the room. There could be something, you know, that you're perceiving accurately, and you are getting really clear signs, but you're not necessarily addressing it. Some of you now could be addressing it, and that's why that's coming in, because I can always pick up on past, present, future energies. So I can't really tell you, you know, and also with a general reading, you know, it's only going to be so specific, but it's your duty to set you free. That's what I was just given, okay, by my guides. It's your duty to set you free. So it is up to us to um, end what needs to be ended in order to start what we need to start. And we've got to believe in ourselves. Okay. This is about, we have bear coming in with endurance. And it's interesting, you have both with 2 animals that came in out of this entire deck here. Lots of cards. I don't know if it's 80 or 100 or what, but there's a lot of cards in that deck. And this is about standing up for your beliefs and values. Okay, you've got, and bear also comes in when it's like, notice the sweetness of life. Again, that's a mothering kind of energy. There's something about the bear paw, the paw print. There could be a pat, like it's a tattoo even, or there's something paw print, or you know what? Some of you, you may have taken your baby's prints, like handprints, footprints, and when I say baby, I mean fur baby as well. So there's something about that. And right now, like, there's something about that, like how little all our prints we start out to be, we're so little. And then as we grow and access, you know, life and knowledge and resources around us and things, it's like not only is our body growing, but like our wisdom grows, and our opportunities therefore grow. And so there is something there about like not letting someone treat you like a baby too. So some of you may have, people interfering in your life who are trying to take over. But there's this really interesting message about like touching that print and how it was so little, now it's so big. And if you just remember, it's kind of like remembering that we all start out so small and not knowing anything really. Some of you may be feeling that way, and that's why I'm tuning into the energy. Some of you are flat out missing your baby, and I'm sorry, and I can relate to those the feelings of loss of a loved one, I have not lost a child though, and I know that is I'm not trying to compare myself to that. My children have fur, but yeah, I just want to let you know that you're always going to be their mother, whether they're here physically or in spirit, and that's something you need to know. Um, Even though they can be your guides and angels and guardians on the other side. Okay. So there is something here about you will reconnect with them on the other side. They want you to know that. Okay. There's something here about acceptance as well. Okay. Getting a lot of indication right now that they're, of your parents or your children, however it works, because the energies can always be reversed, right? Um, Energy is reciprocal, so it can be, this or that, you or them. But there's this, the connection is never going to be broken, no matter what. Okay, and it's like but it's that the parental connection to child, to human child, any type of child. Okay, there's something here now coming in. Ooh, flowers. Now this is going to hit home for some of you. I can feel it already. Okay, I think we have like peonies here, and then there's some other kind of it's not your typical flower that you normally see. So some of you may have a favorite flower that's, or your mom or somebody or grandma had a favorite flower, or just like they smelled like flowers. There could even be perfume, cologne, something about the aroma I'm getting to. But there's something about having sort of a unique favorite flower, and maybe you had these for that person, or you honor them, or you visited their place of rest. They saw that they're there. Okay, so even though they're not there all the time, like, because I feel, my personal belief, and you all have your own different beliefs, but I don't feel that our loved ones are just sitting in the graveyard waiting for us to visit. I feel as though when we visit, that's a physical way of us to memorialize them, and maybe go have a conversation, leave flowers. Like it's like a tribute spot that's physical, but it's more for us. The spirit is out by that. They go wherever they want to go. That's my personal belief. That's what I've been shown. So that's okay. So, but anyway, it's like they were there to see how you're memorializing them, even if you don't go to an actual place. Not all of us, some of us are cremated. So anyway, but there are praise and compliments coming your way. This is about joy, friendship, and love coming in. There's a lot of depth to this message today. Okay, something is just not that simple. All right, so we're going to get more information on that. Um, you may have felt, I almost got like helicopter parent energy. Um, it's I get Maria, Marie, Mary, that whole, all those kind of variations there. And I know that's a common name, but hey, I could have said any name, and you also could not be watching this reading. The fact that you're watching the reading and I said that name, and maybe you have a mother in spirit, could all mean something. But it doesn't have to be that your mom's name is Mary, Marie, Maria. I'm not saying that, but for some of you, that name could be a further indication that they're present somehow. Okay, so there's something there. There's something here about transparency, being transparent, and having, again, those like real conversations that must take place, and that's for your soul growth. That's for your spiritual growth. So let me see what else. I also get Vicky coming in. Name Vicky. Now let me see what else. So we've got the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Swords. Wow, so many messages are coming through. I mean, I'm just feeling this like depth of emotion right now, just sort of as a collective. Okay, let's see. Check out your September reading too, by the way, please. Oh, 9 of Cups. All right. Now, I'm getting this Nine of Cups, though, as something you accomplished on your own. All right. It's something very near and dear to you. You know, again, there could be something, I don't know if you have someone's vase or flowers, but they're making vases here. It looks like jugs, vases, and you know, they're cups in general. They all are receptacles for holding water or fluid, liquid, some kind. Um, okay, I'm getting cows too. Cows coming in. Cows are very sacred in many cultures. Cows too. There's something here about how you're going to be utilized. Okay, now cows have to do with fertility and new birth. Okay, remember I was talking about the little handprint imprint. There it is. There's that new, you know, with the pregnancy, even for some, pregnancy of an idea. It doesn't have to be a physical pregnancy. This is about nourishing yourself, nourishing others, being productive. Again, like how you're going to be used in some way. Spirit could be using you to go to speak to others the way I get chosen, which I'm so grateful for, to speak to you, to help with that connection and to help navigate that energy. So by being a channel, and I feel as though a lot of you are channels, even if it's not like you don't read energy necessarily, but you're helping in other ways. Yeah, we have a King of Wands and a Two of Wands. So, but it's again, you got to get out of your own way. This is what the message is. Okay, take it or leave it if you don't like the advice, but really, this is getting out of your own way. Don't let those shadows block the sun. That's what I'm getting for you, okay? Setting your own intentions, and then you know you can get from this Two of Swords to the King of Swords. All right, you have this inspiration, you have this passion, you have this drive, determination will coming through. I want another one of these cards here. All right. You have to know you matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. I have to keep telling you this. Okay. And live with intention and integrity. And for some, it's that old, you know, this too shall pass, right? Like it's, you got to know that. Now, unfortunately, that works both ways. This too shall pass. The good's going to pass too. Opportunities don't always stick around forever, right? So if you want to do something now may be the time. Now I'm being brought back to pregnancy. So I don't know, some of you, they say there's no good time to have a baby, right? It's always going to be scary, basically, or there's no good time to, leave your career and start your own Etsy shop or whatever it is. I don't know, whatever people do, or like me, I leave teaching and now I'm doing this, like, that there's. It's like when we get that urge, that desire, that's when it's the time, maybe. Um, and of course, this is calculated risks. I never encourage anybody to take risks they haven't even thought through. But if it's stuff you just keep that you've thought of it over and over and over, and then an opportunity presents itself, which it certainly may. You have some sort of surprise unfolding. You have something even in writing that could come through, and it's going to have to do with your loyalty and determination to yourself. Okay, Libra, it's about you. Allowing yourself to have this abundance, this opportunity, and clearing the way, chopping wood. People, like, again, sending energies on their way that are just not helpful. You're just not going to deal with it anymore. You're not dealing with that. The King of Wands, that is, king, queen, doesn't matter. It's not about gender, but the King of Queens, the Queen of, I'm sorry, King of Queens, the show. There's a King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. They're the director of their own lives. You are the director of your own life, okay? And maybe one of the conversation that needs to happen is between you and yourself. Now, home just flew out. Relocation and home. Some of you have been wondering. I'm now picking up on star-lit path. Your path is lit by the stars. So following the higher guidance, tuning in, tapping into your dreams to make them a reality. We can't give up on our own dreams. They will not come true if we just give up. Okay? So if you have this need for a new home, new location, or keep that dream alive, keep it alive, write it down, plan it out as though it's happening, be ready to go when the opportunity presents itself, because some of you may get that opportunity here. And, again, change is scary, good or bad sometimes. The King of Wands, this is courage. Okay, it's entrepreneurial, it's motivating, it's I always say, there's nothing that stops a Queen of Wands, okay, with that passion, that self-assurance. This is massive courage, creativity, determination, all of that. All right. And I look at that. So I'm shuffling the deck over here. Now, by the way, someone commented, which is, I don't even want to give it attention, but like somebody said something like, I want to see the cards in your hand as you shuffle. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not thinking about if you're wondering if I'm falsifying the reading. It's all, most of it's intuitive anyway. I don't need to make up cards. Okay. I'm channeling directly from spirit, from a higher source of energy. So if you don't like it, please don't leave any more comments. So anyway, so I'm just like laughing about it because like I feel like sometimes I need to address stuff like that because no, of course I'm being real here. If you don't trust me, you wouldn't want me to read for you, right? Those of you who are here, who read me, who are with me often, like my energy, me, my style. So I'm not trying to what is it, like stage a reading. I mean, that's ridiculous. So anyway, gate, opportunities, home. Okay. In other words, if I pick a card off camera, it's the card. It's still the card. It was still chosen. I didn't look at it, like I didn't set it up. I'm going to set up a whole hour-long reading. That's so silly to me. I feel as though something, and the reason I know I'm going on, because I think I'm being used right now as an example of like how to handle the silliness people throw at you or like the criticism. It's like, go away with that. Like, we don't need, that's the kind of stuff we want to be avoiding right now. And just like, if you can just let it roll off, laugh it off, that I keep being brought back to like the whole, and I said it in another reading a few readings ago, but like, I'm rubber, they're glue, whatever they say bounces off me and sticks to them. Right? Although by changing the pronouns, I messed up the rhyming, but yeah, uh, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Yeah, so there's some people may feel they need a break. It's overwhelming, it's too much, and just you got to take that time, that relaxation, that give yourself time to celebrate you. And with this gate here, I'm seeing a moon here. I don't know if that's supposed to be a moon, but I'm seeing a moon. In other words, we're getting more lunar energy with that rabbit's tied into 28 days, lunar cycles, lunar energy. It can be tied into women's cycles. The average is 28 days there. So that's why we have pregnancy with the rabbit card. But it also has to do with arriving to where you want to be, not necessarily in the direct path, right? In a direct line, okay? But facing the fears, that's all about the moon, facing the illusion, facing the fear. Are you yourself getting in your own way there, Libra? Are you? I don't know. You can answer that on your own, right? But I'm seeing more now. They're telling me go back to that reindeer. Okay, so reindeer, going back to this. Um, are you utilizing your own intuition, your own third eye chakra? This again, it's about honoring that's the part they're telling me. Okay, honor your natural rhythms instead of struggling against your flow. Sometimes we don't even realize we're in our own way. So it's like we have to get out of our own way, right? I think now I've said that twice. Get out of your own way. Now, again, some people won't want to hear it, but look, if you want to move forward, you've got to choose a path and go, right? Go confidently. Be that king and queen of wands. Just go for it. If you feel that's what you're meant to do and you really feel it and you believe it and you can, if there's any way you can make it happen, take a step. Go for it. Now obviously, like I said, this is my personal channel, so I'm not able to, like, you rule your own life. Okay, you decide. So I'm telling you, go for whatever. If you're feeling it, and don't let, my point is, go for it. If you're living in fear and you're just afraid to make the change, that is not the advice right now. The advice is, you know what, you'd never know if this opportunity is going to come around again. So go for it. Cancerian energy here with that chariot. Oh, I'm all fired up today. So I don't know, maybe some of you are kind of in that energy too, but I know that we need to be grounding ourselves too, but at the same time it's like I'm excited because I know there are opportunities coming in. I know that we have that gate card too. There are new opportunities coming in. Sometimes though, when I'm reading comments and just feeling in the energy in general, I can feel that a lot of you are you're at that point where you're just like, it hasn't come in yet, I'm done. Well, that's not going to help. That's not going to help you. And I am here because I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to keep going. I want to encourage you to keep going towards what it is that you know you're meant to do or you're meant to have, or like we want to keep our dreams alive as much as possible. Again, you matter, and what you want, what you desire matters too. And that's why you keep being drawn to it. Look, 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. And then the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you got to decide exactly what are you going to do with this opportunity. Page of Pentacles. And there's your Ace of Cups. Oh, okay, okay. I shouldn't have pulled the deck off camera, but here, the Fool. Okay, so there is another card. I should have looked, but anyway, there it is. Take it or leave it. Believe me or not, but there it is. Whoops, you have 2 more cards wanting to come out, and something just fell on the ground over there. But there it is. Yeah. Okay. So we can't have this new beginning in this new home or this new stability without breaking down the barriers that are there, without having those tower moments. This is something that just needs to come down. The disappointment, that's part of life, right? And I'm not trying to minimize anything here, but sometimes in order to go out on our own, we have to have the tower moments. We have to have those endings in order to have the beginnings. And that's a choice though that you can make. You're going to decide what you're going to do with this message that's coming in for you. Are you going to have that new start? If so, again, get clear on the intentions, okay? And there's something, if this were in the reverse, I might say, oh, well, be careful you're not being naive. But yes, you want to proceed with caution, okay? Whenever you're taking a risk, you definitely want to be very aware and proceed with caution. But this is an energy of moving forward in order to have the Ace of Cups, anything in that cup that you want it to be. You can have that. Of course, we're going to have to do the work. We're going to have to be the one who steps out, maybe on our own, etc. I have a lot of entrepreneurs here. Bull is here. Okay, this is about fertility. It's now it's the masculine fertility. So we have the feminine and the masculine. This is a vital lesson that's waiting to be learned, a life lesson. Okay, maybe it's in this reading, this life lesson. These grapes are here because she did this on her own. She did this on their own. Okay, this is yeah, maybe you had a little support along the way, right? Maybe I'm thinking of like 6 of Pentacles, and you know and the 3 of Pentacles, the collaboration and all that, and the hard work. But then you're ultimately the one that decides if something's worth it. Think of the 7 of Pentacles, right? So you're going to determine what's going to help your grapes grow. Now, grapes are very peculiar. They're particular, I should say, not peculiar. They're particular over their environments. So maybe you're just not feeling it in the current environment and you need a change of location. Maybe some of you did just move and you're feeling uh, more lit up than you have in a long time. This is the kind of energy, going in that flow, the Ace of Cups, and accepting that cup when it comes to you. Grab hold of this opportunity because it may pass you by otherwise. All right. And take a breath. Let us all take a breath. Oh, okay. So some of you could feel this new surge of energy. You may also notice electrical things going on. That's been going on for a while for some of you, huh? All right. So this is I have an anchor here with good luck. So prosperity in business. This could be, yeah, and also stable romantic relationships. So if you're asking me, will I find love? Will I be successful if I take this opportunity or if I go out on my own or whatever? This reading says yes. But of course, there are some caveats, like there are with anything. Yes, but you've got to stay focused. You've got to cut loose what doesn't belong to you or with you. It's time, you need to have, this card is all about taking the lessons from the past but not letting them weigh you down. That's why the Fool travels so lightly. The white rose indicates the purity of intentions. The dog here, it's like again, more dog energy, loyalty, determination, okay, friendship, companionship. Many of you have a new business partner coming in or a companion in some form or fashion. It's also about, yes, stepping into the unknown. It's that new beginning, though. All right. After having completed all the way through the world, right? The Fool of the world, it starts again with that Fool card. We have another opportunity for abundance, for growth, for prosperity, for what it is that you wish to call into your life. Love, good health, good fortune. All right. So get yourself grounded in your energy. Okay. That's something I think we all need to be doing right now. It's very easy to get swayed one way or the other. And I think it's funny right now, the tower's crooked, right? So we want to make sure that we're aligning to what's going to get us where we want to be, right? It's like using your resources. Like, yes, you may be a beginner, you may be new at whatever it is you're doing, and you may not even have all the resources. I've had a YouTube channel for, oh my goodness, over, well over a year and a half now, and I don't own a camera. I just have my phone. Like, if I had let that stop me, I never would have started my channel. If I waited till I had all the money to get this or that, or an expensive mic, or or some software or whatever, I wouldn't have started. I started with what I had, where I was. You notice how they're utilizing clothes that looks like they've been through a lot with these clothes, right? But they have clothes. They're doing their job. They're protecting their body from the elements, right? They're making it so they don't get arrested for indecent exposure, right? so so they're doing what they need to do. Like, you have skills and talents, and you have resources that might just be all you need to get started on something. All right. Now, optimism is very important as well. Okay. You'll have that with the Fool card. The Fool is a very optimistic energy. Some people may tell you that you're being a fool for wanting to quit your job or whatever, or maybe you did this 10, 18 years ago, whatever. I feel for some of you, you did this a long time ago, but maybe right now you're feeling like, you want to somehow, like be invigorated again, or whatever. Sometimes it is that relocation, the change in the environment, the making sure you're keeping up with your own energetic cleansing and grounding and charging of your own self. Do what makes you happy. But this is about fresh hope. And yes, there's an element of spontaneity and experience, innocence here. But if you're true to your intentions, and you're willing to do the work, and you're willing to give yourself what you need to grow, like this person gave their grape garden, then you'll see the fruits of your labor. That's exactly what this card's all about. Seeing it through and doing the hard work. You think about the 7 of Pentacles. They're seeing some indication of their harvest there, right? They're deciding, is it worth the effort? Should I keep going at this? It may be questionable. Then it's like working hard, perfecting things, even with that 8 of Pentacles, and staying in line with what it is you want. That's a focused energy. And the 9 of Pentacles, look at, you're reaping the rewards of your hard work. And then you've got this Ace of Cups. This is about long-term stability. The 10 of Pentacles isn't here yet, I should say, but you have that 10 of Cups underneath, and that is all about, again, like you having that stability, that happy home, that happy life that you want. Queen of Cups, there it is. And you know what? It comes all from you. Look at the crown here. You're seeing, you know what you're doing? You're bringing in what it is you wish to see. I did a reading not long ago, being the change you wish to see. It's bringing me right back to this. You're that change. You are the one filling your own cup. And you've had doves come in here, doves of peace and of hope. Have faith, right? Have faith in yourself, your dreams, and your higher power. You don't need others to have faith in you. We may think we need that. We want that. There's a difference, right? We all know the difference between want and need, right? Some of you are wondering, why not yet? Why not me? That's going to get you out of alignment. Questioning. We need to be focused on, it will be me. And this is how. Others' actions are not your reflection, just like their opinion. I just said, you don't need anyone else's approval. You're a unique, beautiful soul. You're meant to be surrounded by better people than the ones you were maybe given. Where the ones maybe that are in your energy right now, you may be, it's just, again, it's getting yourself out of a circumstance that has held you back. That's what's going to help you be more in the flow and more ready to accept this abundance that's wanting to come for you. Let's get a few final cards. Please consider liking the video, subscribing, leave a lovely comment. I always read them. I respond to most of them, almost all. Yeah, that's all free. I'm open to memberships too. So if you'd like to have special perks, like a loyalty badge and a few emojis that are customized, as well as, you know, I tend to read comments first, and when I do go live, I'm going to pay more attention probably to members, because there's the loyalty of the, you know, um, you know, being a member, you know, they're more invested in the channel. So just those kind of perks are things that come with it. I give priority to members, and I may end up doing at some point like members only things, but for now we're things are accessible to everyone at this time. Let's see what we have, because I know not everybody can afford to be a member or whatever, you know. It's only $3.99, but you know what? Maybe that's just out of some people's budgets, and I understand that, and I never expect anything in return. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see here. You have a color card. Oh, I shuffled so well, and I know this is meant to be your card because I saw this during the reading, but I didn't. You know, there was nothing. It just, I was like, well, I'm not going to go there yet. You have Rose, emotions, love, and unity on the bottom of the deck. The name Rose could even mean something to you. All right, so this is reminding me of like a beehive too. So again, fertility. Getting together your team if you can work together. And again, maybe your team is you, your dog, Spirit, and your, you know, your mom. I don't know, but let's see. Emotions, love, unity, you know, becoming one with your purpose, you know. All right, let's see what else we have. Anything else? I love these cards, actually. They'll be in the description box as well. They're like goddess color casting cards or something. All right, they're thick. They're great quality. Okay, moss, breeding, growth, reproduction. Wow. If you're not trying to get pregnant, I would use protection, because this is like serious fertility energy. But you know, as I'm not always focused on that, I'm focused on growth in general. And again, being in the flow of life, opening yourself up to abundance, creating the abundance you wish to feel, see, and taste in your life. Okay. Nothing is out of reach. Okay, that's another sign coming in. And you have the Empress, which, by the way, is our energy, as well as Taurus, because we're ruled by Venus. All right, and one more of these color casting cards. One more. Iris. This is the nice, lovely colored iris. Ooh. Journey, path, travel. Okay, keep your you know, you're your own compass. You're your own navigation system. You get to decide which direction are you going to go. Where are you going to go? How are you going to do it? You know, some of you could be into runes, or the initial R could mean something to you. You could be connecting with that some way. I want to get a number card and then an animal card, and then we'll close up the reading. You know, I actually want to get a high vibe card too, maybe. Let's see where we are on time. Numbers wise, you have 111. What do you know? Manifestation. I keep getting that. Keep positive thoughts as they manifest quickly. Thoughts manifest quickly. We keep saying that. I love it. And then here's a high vibe card. And this is like something that you can do to help keep your vibration high. Oh, wow. You had this in the last reading. Emotions. Feel your emotions. Be with them. Honor them. Process them. So much cups energy, right? And move on and enjoy your life. Okay. Now, I'm not going to read all of these. I meant to get one, but I'll skim it. There's salt and pepper. Gently jump up and down. Shake up the mixture of energy that's within you. Imagine, you know, there's dark pepper as something that you need to release. Let that fall into the earth and be recycled. The pepper can also represent thoughts and feelings that don't serve you. Once the pepper's gone, imagine how lighter you're going to feel. You know, so do the salt and pepper shaker, okay? They're mixed, salt and pepper, okay, and the salt is what's going to remain. That's the rock. That's the, you know, your feelings, even, you know, being of the sea salt, that sort of thing. So just letting the heavy energy go, all right. And then there's the complain reframed. So we all do it, okay. Complaining is a sneaky little downer, right? It creeps into the psyche. You could spend your day noticing how much you complain in your mind and to others. Just notice it. So when you feel a complaint creeping in, stop, breathe, then reframe. Turn this traffic is terrible into, I'm so glad I get the time to listen to my music now. Worry box. So we could break free from some of our worries by maybe writing them down. imagine it, right? Or draw a picture of it. And then with the thoughts in hand, put them in an imaginary shoebox. This can all be imaginary, or you can physically do this. Then close the lid and place it on a shelf and out of your mind. So you could go through the physical acts of having a worry box, and then maybe, it's also fun sometimes to, like, if you do that and then a month later you open it up and you realize, oh my gosh, I didn't need to worry about that after all. So that could be part of the lesson. All right. So there's another sort of strategy to keep the vibrations high, right? To keep connected to source and on your path of ascension here. All right, here we go. Our animal card, stag, source. There it is. I just said keep your connection to source. Crown chakra, card 48. Remember your true source. It's you. It's you. Let go of your belief in scarcity. Infinite abundance is available to you now. That's the reading I have for you. So again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, check to make sure you're still subscribed, turn on the notification bell if you would like to make sure you never miss out on a reading. Thank you all for being here. Love and light.